Inland Sports.
And joining us here on the Inland Sports Show as we get a little bit closer to the start of the 2024 high school football season, the Perris Panthers back on the prowl, trying to maybe win a league title, get back into the postseason. We've got offensive coordinator Mike Arredondo, quarterback Ryan Arredondo, 3 offensive linemen as well. And Coach, let me start with you. This feels like a team that's going to put up some points this season. Where do you think this Perris football team will be strong here in 2024, Coach?
I believe we'll be stronger in the trenches this year, and as long as we all stick to our assignments and stay focused at the task at hand, I believe we'll be successful this year.
So, Coach, I know we're going to talk to some of your linemen right now, but, how critical is their play to the success of this team? Because, obviously Ryan's got to have time to throw or run. So do you feel like, I know it's a sports cliche, especially a football one, but, the game is kind of one up front, isn't it?
Oh, definitely. They're going to be a big part in our offensive game plan this year. Like I said, as long as we keep practicing hard, we'll be successful.
All right, Coach Arredondo, let me get to some of your guys as well. Let me start with Damanye Brown. And Damanye, how much pride do you guys take when Ryan, the quarterback, is putting up big numbers? Because I think that speaks volumes of what you guys are able to accomplish up front, right?
Yes, sir.
So what do you think is key as an offensive line to be successful? What do you guys have to do well?
What I feel like we have to do well is get in the weight room, be strong, and trust that our quarterbacks, we're going to trust in our teammates and our quarterback that we're going to get the job done. And we got to be physical in the trenches because it's a dirty place.
It is a dirty place. It's a dirty, violent place in there down on the trenches. Damanye, compared to last season to this year's team, what feels or looks different about you guys that you feel like, hey, we're optimistic, we're going to have a good year?
That we worked on the offseason, our attitudes. Because anytime we would start losing or get into a losing streak, our heads will go straight down, straight right away, instead of trying to keep our energy up to get our momentum going and keep riding like the engine of a car.
Nah, I love that answer.
That's what's important.
That's a great answer right there, Damanye. Let me go to your guy right next to you, DJ Washington. And DJ, same thing, like, up front, you've got to have a little bit of an attitude, right? You got to be a little nasty up there because that's what good offensive linemen are. So what do you think is key to being a great offensive lineman?
I feel key is that we have to have the same type of connection with our quarterback as he has with us, like the same trust. Mm-hmm. I feel if we trust him enough, he can trust us to keep him safe. So
DJ, let me ask you. So I assume you guys have a scrimmage coming up to get ready
sir.
for the season. So in that scrimmage, obviously coming out healthy is probably the biggest thing, right? You just want to be healthy and get ready for that first regular season game. But what are you hoping to maybe work on, without giving away all your secrets, but what are you guys hoping to work on as an offensive unit in that scrimmage?
Execute all our plays. Execute everything that we've been working on the offseason. Just execute, and fight.
The time is now, man. I can't believe it. It's almost football season. We're going scrimmages and right into week 0. It's going to be crazy. Let's swing the camera to the other side. We got one more offensive lineman we want to get on the show as well, Alex Trujillo. And Alex, Damanye and DJ, I don't know if they stole all the good answers already, because those were great answers. But, how much of the success of this Perris football team is going to rely on what you guys are able to do up front, on the line, because you guys – are so important to the success of what Ryan can do and the rest of the offense.
Yeah, absolutely. The coaches always preach to us that it all starts with the O-line. If there's no O-line, we can't run the ball. We can't protect Ryan to be able to execute the plays that we have worked in.
All right, so I'm just going to assume for a moment that you guys in the offseason live in the weight room, or you're in the weight room a lot, because you've got to be big, you got to be strong, you got to be agile too, but you got to be big and strong and push guys around. How much time did you guys as an O-line did you spend in that weight room?
Every day in the summer, in the off season, we were here from 2 to 6, a whole hour in the weight room, just knocking down the weights. That we try to work with the people in their own weight class. So linemen with linemen, skills with skills. So like we push each other. The linemen like to push each other in the weight room. we're our only competition as at the moment right now. So we perfect each other. As I said, iron sharpens iron.
Yeah, you're exactly right, man. That's another great answer. That's awesome. So, Ryan, let me go to you as the QB of the Panthers. I mean, to see your offensive line staying hungry, getting bigger, getting faster and stronger and all those sorts of things, does it get you excited about the kind of year that you might be able to have as a team too?
It does. I love my guys up front. You know, I'll do anything for my guys all the time. Any of my teammates, I'll do anything for them. So having these guys have my back all the time, you know, it's great. It's great. It's a great feeling where I could stand behind them and know I'm being protected.
So, Ryan, listen, I would consider you a dual threat quarterback, but do you have a favorite? I mean, would you rather just air it out? Would you take off on the run, or do you like to have a mixture, a nice balance of the two?
Oh, I love doing both. I mean, if you give me a lane, I'm gone. You better catch me because I'm gone. If you let me throw, I'll throw the ball. I will. I'll throw it to anyone who's open, and I trust my receivers to go get it, and they will go get it.
Ryan, do you, before the season begins, do you have like any numbers written out? Like, I don't know if you've got like a Post-it note on your mirror at home or something where you're like, I want to hit, 3,000 through the air and 1,000 on the ground or whatever. Do you do any of that kind of thing?
Well, in my head a lot. I didn't get to pass 2K yards passing. I definitely want to get to 2K, and if I can make it to 3K, I will. I got 500 rushing yards last year. You know, that's great and all, but if I could let my receivers go out and do the thing, that puts less stress on me and the whole team. So if I just get it to them a lot more, I feel like we'll be in way better shape than me using my legs.
So you got some studs up front, obviously, but it sounds like you got some playmakers on the outside at receiver as well. Sounds like.
Definitely.
All right, Coach Arredondo, let me go back to you to wrap things up. You guys are in a new league as well. I mean, you go into the Raincross Conference, you go into the Inland Valley League. I know the Mountain Pass was tough, right? I mean, San Jacinto and the emergence of Liberty. I mean, it was tough, any way you slice it. But you go to the Inland Valley League, and it looks like it might be wide open, right? Do you feel like this team feels like they should be in the hunt, in the mix for a league championship when it's all said and done?
No doubt. That's the main goal, is to win a league championship and, make CIF playoffs. But I think in the previous years, being in that tough league prepared us for this year, this moment. And I think we'll be ready for that. I'm confident we'll be ready to compete at a higher level and take lead.
Yeah, dude, that's a great answer. Yeah, you're right. You guys are battle tested, man. The Mountain Pass was no joke. Good competition. Good competition there. So Coach, as you asked one of your players, going into the scrimmage, besides coming out healthy, what are you hoping to see offensively from this team?
Like you said, we want to keep everybody healthy. It'll be a good test, and the teams we're going against, they're very competitive. We're just excited to finally have new faces in front of us and to really see where we're at and see what we need to work on going into week 0.
Well, Coach, listen, appreciate the time. Thank you guys for hopping on the show. I really do appreciate it. And I think it's going to be a fun season for the Perris Panthers, talking playoffs, talking league title and all those sorts of things. I think those things could be, like a real goal for you guys at the end of the season. Yeah,
definitely. Thank you, Pep, for having us. My guys, we appreciate it, and we look forward to getting together again later in the season.
Hey, it's easy. The more you win, the more you get on the show. Like, I mean, that's how easy it is.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you.
You got it. That's the OC, Mike Arredondo, and a couple of his studs with the Perris football team. Tell Coach Martin I said what's up as well, and best of luck this season.
All right, thank you.
All right, that's the Perris Panthers here on the Inland Sports Show. Inland Sports.